Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. I was just sitting here at my desk, thinking about the last week. Last night on Mystic Sisters, Ona and I pulled cards on what seemed like a very strange interaction between the vice president and a certain famous podcaster's widow. And And so, we, we did the cards on that situation, and it seems like there might actually be something going on. Um, and so it had us thinking about Usha, and I was sitting here thinking about her and thinking what a terrible situation she might be in uh, with this. Um, and so I thought I would do a chakra reading on her. And so what I've done is I'm using the Rider Waite deck, and I pulled all the cards from the root up to the crown, and I'll go over them with you each, one at a time. And then what I haven't done is I haven't uh, selected a transparent tarot. Um, and so I'll do that while, like, as I do the reading. So that'll be like kind of the live part because I've already selected the cards, although I haven't really spent too much time looking at them, and now I can't open the transparent deck. Oh dear. There we go. All right. I don't know, is the universe telling me something? Well, we'll see what the cards say, right? We'll see so these I'm going to select um, in real time. Okay, so the first card is the root chakra. The root chakra is the earth chakra, so it deals with survival and our survival instincts, our sense of groundedness, our connection to the planet. It talks of our ancestors and our clan energy. It is where the Kundalini sits, so it's a very powerful chakra. And of course, the stronger your root is into the planet, the easier it is to manifest and to have a more stable life. Okay, and so when I selected the first card that came up, oh, I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, I forgot. Usually I don't do it this way. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the this terrible. Okay. I think this works pretty good because you'll see that I have all these. Okay. So this was the first card here. The This is the root. So we have the Nine of Pentacles at the root. This is a really nice card to have at the root because it really means that she has a sense of groundedness. She has a sense of that she has accomplished it, and she has accomplished it um, through her own perseverance and her own strength and her own connection to her family and to her culture. And so I feel like she has very, very deep roots, and her culture and her family is very important to her. And of course, she was sort of thrown under the bus by her husband. So, all right, we're going to leave that there, and then we're going to go through them again with the transparent. The next chakra is the sacral chakra. This is the water chakra. So it deals with our emotions, our feelings, our relationships, also creativity. And this would be the gut, like this is the gut area of the body. And this is what we got for that for her. We got the moon. So she's very upset. In fact, somebody noted that she's lost a lot of weight, and it could very well be she's not eating or she's not digesting or there's something too many emotions. This is something is coming from the subconscious. Something is rising up. Now she's a Capricorn, so she's not somebody to be trifled with. But there's also she also has Pluto conjunct the South Node, and that's a really difficult aspect to have in a chart. I'm going to look at her chart and I'll look at her numbers. That I definitely want to do. Um, So you can keep your eyes open for that. I haven't yet to do that, but that's on my list of things I want to put out. But I think she could be having some colitis issues here. But her emotions, her feelings, she doesn't know what to feel. She's like, I think she feels mortified. And I think she feels just so much, so just like almost like um, it's not, it's just like an overwhelming swing of emotions. Her solar plexus energy, the solar plexus is your fire chakra. It's right about here, just under the rib cage. It deals with our own personal will. It's connected to the stomach and the gallbladder and the liver and the pancreas and the spleen, that whole sort of area of our chart, of our body. And it deals with our personal will. It also deals with being the captain of your own ship. And she has the Two of Cups there. Um, this could be an indication that she gave up her will to a relationship. She chose the relationship over um, what she wanted. So the good of the relationship, kind of like maybe the choice that Michelle Obama made, um, that pretty much allowed, I guess we could say, Barack to win and run for president. It was really sort of um, he couldn't have done it without her. So the fact that she agreed, which was maybe not something, so she made a sacrifice for her marriage, and I feel like Usha made the same kind of sacrifice. Now her heart chakra is of course located here in the heart, and this is the air chakra, right? This is the air chakra, but this is about love and commitment and um, relationship. And we have the magician here. Now that could mean that Usha is in charge of that relationship. Okay, that could mean that she is in charge of that relationship, that she wields the power to a certain extent. Now, a lot of people ascribe um, J.D. Vance's most significant person to influence him to be Peter Thiel. But, I don't think Usha is any lightweight on this. Okay. Um, so we'll say her heart is focused right now. Her throat chakra. Your throat chakra is how you communicate and what you want to say, how you say it. It's also where we co-create with spirit. And she got the King of Swords. The King of Swords. All the kings have dominion over the other element that they have in their hand. And we have the sword, which is the tongue, which can cut both ways, right? So this is the sword of truth and the sword of justice. I think Usha might have a truth that is in her throat right now. Her third eye, this is your ability to see patterns, to see the future. Um, this is your intuition and your vision and your sight. And this is what we get with Usha. We have the Two of Swords. So she has not decided. She's split. She's split down the middle still about what she's going to do. But she's weighing her options. She is weighing her options. And in the sky, this is her connection to source and to spirit. This is the crown chakra. Um, and so what we have here is the devil. So the devil card, just like the lover's card in the tarot, is a choice card. And so she has a choice between the light and the dark. She can stand in the light of her truth, or she can remain chained by her sense of being chained to um, ambition, worldly possessions. Um, so it's sort of like this is in a way her like a spiritual choice point for her, according to these. Now, it's a rumor and maybe it's not true at all. This is, we're just doing cards here, but she seems to be and that devil in the crown could keep her from her higher spiritual self. And really, in this like whole like picture that we're looking at here, the devil is likely 47, 45, the apprentice, whatever you want to call it, right? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to be selecting some cards from this transparent deck, and I'm going to overlay them so we'll have get a little bit more specific on the chakra here, on the reading. It's almost like a, a, a card that helps to bring the story a little bit further. All right, one more shuffle, I think. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first card, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. So we're going to overlay this card on this card here. Oh, let me do this. I'm going to just move all these over. So I think this will be better. Sorry about how this is like all set up, but I'm just, anywho, let's do it this way. Okay. So let me see if I can get this camera a little better, so a little closer. Ah, that's much better. Sorry, it was the other way. So here we have her root chakra. She's feeling very grounded in her connection to her family and her culture, I would say. And we have, is this the six? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is about fair distribution of resources. And I think that she has a real issue, especially now. Like, interestingly enough, this would come up, maybe just sort of deepening it. An issue with not feeding the children or not giving the children what they need. There's something about not giving the children what they need here. Um, she, I think at the root of this is that she wants to do what's best for her children. She wants to do what's best for her children here. So that's at the root, that's in her root chakra. Okay. Now we have the sacral chakra, and we know we have the moon, very, very upset. And what do we have here? We have, sorry, you got to do it this way. Okay. It's hard enough like when it's right side up. And we get the world card. The world card. So right now she's upset. In a way, her world is ending. In a way, the world is about an ending, but it's also about a new beginning. And I feel like this is it's a painful ending. But it's almost like it there has to be an end here in order. Um, um, yeah, there's an end there. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't indicate illness, but the relationship has come to its end. That's what that card says to me. All right, so this is solar plexus. And we have the, let's see, the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. If you notice, she has all the resources on her side, the feminine here. Whereas he doesn't have any of that. So, and she has the resources from her root here. So she understands, there's a part of her that understands that she's holding all the cards and she has all the power right now. That's the solar plexus. She's holding all the coin here. All right, the heart, we have the Magician. The Magician. Let's see what we have here. Oh, here we go. Pentacles again. This looks like, is this the Queen? This is the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting, in the deck, in the reading I did with Ona last night, the Queen of Pentacles was in the past, and we were asking about Smokey and the Merry Widow. She has there's like, the Magician has all the elements at his disposal, right? And it's the balance of those elements that helps him to focus his intention and manifest. And she's holding up one of the elements here, the Pentacle. And this is the Queen. So she's like, if she takes her backing away, he's sunk. He's sunk. Okay. And remember, she hasn't decided yet, but she is thinking about saying something or deciding what she's going to say. And this is the card that overlays that. And we get the four, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Emotionally, she's feeling an apathy. She's feeling an apathy. I think she thought it would be different. It's not emotionally. I think she could be having some depression here. Could be some depression. She has a powerful throat chakra, but she's not choosing to look at it yet. Okay. So she may have something to say, but I think she's not going to say it quite yet. Her third eye, this is the decision card, right? I'm interested to see what we have here. Okay, so she is she's in a pickle. This is well, we could do that. We could do that, or we could bring it to the bottom. And do that. Something is being kept from her, or she might be being threatened. I think she's balancing what it's going to cost her and her children. What are going to be the restrictions on them? How safe are they going to be? I think she wants to guarantee, before she makes the decision, I think she wants to guarantee her children's safety, her family's safety. And then we have the card in the crown. And this is the one I'm probably most interested in seeing what we have here. And we have the 10 of Cups. the Ten of Cups. Wow, this is a tough one. Let me just, I have to sit with this for a minute, guys. I'm just going to move this over. We'll put it right in the middle. Right here. So we see the cups going right into the groin of the devil. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like she understands that if in fact Smokey did do what we think Smokey did, there's no coming back from that. He has completely sold out to the dark side. And she, I don't think she's having it, guys. I don't think she's having it. So, I don't know. That was very interesting. I'll have to do her I'll have to do her numerology. I know I've done JD's. And I think I looked at hers, but I can't remember what it was. I'll just do it again if I have to. I didn't do it for you. I do it for myself. That's how I sort of evaluate some of this stuff. Well, that was interesting. Hey, you know, it's relationship is hard, marriage is hard, life is hard, and when you have to do it in front of millions and millions of people, it can't be easy to be married to somebody that most people don't like because he's not showing his best qualities. And I think she probably has some decent, from her cards, she has a real deep connection with where she comes from and the type of people that she comes from. And I'm pretty sure she comes from a much different um, sense of family than JD did. And perhaps he gave her that security, and he probably still does. And depending on, I guess, how much uh, is it safer for her to, stay? I mean, I think this other one is just crazy. So if in fact it's true, and she's certainly not the person to lose somebody like Usha over. And I don't know if he'll come to his senses. I don't know if he has any senses. I guess we'll see. But she definitely has more power in the situation. But she has more considerations. She's considering her children. And I'm not sure that he is or does. Well, I don't know if I'm sure he loves his kids as much as he can love. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? You can love them as much as you're capable of loving yourself, really. Anyway, that's the story today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm a little resistant to even put it on because I feel like I'm intruding. But what I want to say is, let's send her our love and our support. Let's send her light. Like I said, it's not easy. The feminine is being demonized. I mean, even Charlie Kirk's um, widow is to a certain extent being demonized. She just lost her husband. Every time I look at her, she looks like she's in another like space, like a illusion, a delusion. I don't know, like, or maybe she's seeing she's having some sort of awakening. Um, but this, you know, usually the women don't have the power. So if things are happening, it's usually men exerting the power and women trying to stay alive in the in the situation. But let's support our sister Usha. I think she would probably make a really lovely first lady, assuming that Trump doesn't make it through his whole term. I think she'd be just fine. I think it would be good to have a nice brown lady. Last time we had a brown lady, it was great. And maybe if I think that things are going to be so messed up anyway when the when somebody visits the big McDonald in the sky, the economy is going to be like it's going to be like starting at ground zero. But we have a lot of things going for us. We have a lot of ingenuity, and we have a lot of people who want to work the democracy, and so we'll get a democracy. We'll have a better democracy, I think, when it's all over. And I think he's going to have to make a lot of concessions because if Usha's there, he needs to make a lot of concessions. If this other one is there, I mean, those are the Christian nationalists, and I would much rather have a wishy-washy guy as president with a wife who has strong roots to her community and her family and humanity and the humanity of it all than you know, I don't know, beauty queen. I mean, I don't know. This is ridiculous. It's just also ridiculous. And I would think to myself, Jesus, how did we, how did we get into this like little loop? Let's unloop ourselves. Let's start doing stuff that's going to make our life better. And everybody else's life better. Right? So let's work together. Let's support our sisters, our sister Usha, and our sister Erica with a K. Um, it's a really hard time to be alive and to witness and to bear witness. It's just stuff especially you get to a certain point in your life or in your awareness around things to really realize that it's just like such a waste. It's like not necessary. It's not necessary to be a victim of a circumstance or otherwise. It's not about survival of the fittest. Because if that was true, we know certain hamburger eating president. Oh, just have him run across the lawn. We'll see. And with against Melania with her Jimmy Choos into the wet grass, and Melania would still win. Anyway, now that's something. That would be a picture. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning for astrology in the garden. Okay, take care. Namaste.